What's going on, everybody? Oh, how are we doing? What's up? I'm Dharma, and this is going to be your daily. Okay, it's some kind of podcast thing that we do here. Have no idea how I have the energy to finish this up today, but we're gonna. It is 24 to 36 hours worth of energy, or rather, from now until the next time that we do one of these, I'm going to tell a couple of little stories that may or may not resonate for you by way of divination or fairies or something. Tell us something good. I am tired. Went from being in a really bad mood to being in a really good mood because whoa, things went whoosh like that. It was crazy. Crazy. All right, I want to get the fairies out. Okay, let's see. As far as tribe news goes, we have the Dharma deck coming out and the Dharma oracle coming out. You can get that at dharmajane.com. You could also get the Raven starter pack, which has each of those decks. I'm going to shuffle them, open them, pull a reading for you, write it down, sign the cards, and it comes with some stones and some Santo and some sage. So check that out at dharmajane.com. We did the yoga today. I'm so bummed out. I just went to go check it just a minute ago, and you can't hear anything. So it was definitely loud enough for between me and the students that were there, but it was not loud enough to hear on the fucking screen. So I don't know if I need one of those like Britney mics, which I don't want to use. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Oof. All right, are you ready? I keep saying oof. O-O-O-O-F. It's been in my vocab lately. Right, the fawn. The heckin' fawn and a secret card. I love the fawn. Okay, so the fawn is supposed to be your bestie. You're supposed to be two peas in a pod. Wow. And it looks like this energy is actually breaking apart. Never would have guessed that. Because you have the fawn, which is this character and that character. And then when they come together, they make the fawn. Only their energy makes the fawn when they're together. It's just the way that these cards came out, it looks like they are each moving away from the energy. Maybe even like being repelled. What is that when you try and smash magnets together? Is it when you put two positive sides together, they won't. It has to be a positive to a negative, right? It has to be a yin to a yang. Maybe there's a dynamic shift here or something. The arrival, the recognition, the change. Libra. This masculine, one of them resonates with the color blue and the other is a little bit more earthy. And it feels like there is a moment where I guess there's conversation or something like that, because you have the stork, which is the arrival, the departure, the winning, which is the trophy, the longing, the desire. But then also the butterfly, which is a constant reminder of change. The gnosis. They might want to like take you out to dinner or something. Like a congratulatory something or other. Or they might just offer. Maybe it's because they can feel the energy breaking up. They can feel the dissolving of the fawn. And you're all... And I saw the diamond rings. It's like one person, whoever resonates with more blue, turns around. And... they throw out almost like an offer that you can't really resist. They might be like, so-and-so's wherever. And you're like, maybe you really want to go and see so-and-so. But, I mean, that's a tower moment because you weren't expecting that ace up their sleeve. Whoa. Fireworks. I think that you are probably going to say nay. And the only reason I'm saying that is because you have the coffin here. And the broom, which talks about something that you need to clean up. Or that it's an unavoidable cleanup. But also the owl talks about seeing through insights. And then look at her face. There ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But they're so gentle with you, and you might say something like that. I feel like you don't want to go because you don't want to waste your time because this person historically doesn't bring anything to the table at all other than something to do or someone to do, right? They don't, that's not their, they could, you know, some people can't, like they don't have their shit together enough to be able to do that. This one does, and he could, but he won't with her. He just wants to be the fawn, and I don't think she wants to be the fawn anymore. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. And the Hierophant, and that may have been a lesson. But why? If you're only, look at me questioning spirit. If only one other person on the planet can become the fawn, why in the world would it be best to leave and heal? 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Death. Well, for one, you have a King and Queen of Cups situation. So, and the other thing I heard when I was asking about the fawn, like, what is the fawn? I heard that it's only 2 people in the world can make that fawn. With those vibes and that kind of energy. But that doesn't mean you can't make a fawn with someone else. And I think that maybe you, and it doesn't have to be a fawn. Isn't a fawn like a wobbly, doe-eyed little deer that's timid and kind of hides out in the, right? What if you can mash your energy with somebody else and make a fucking dragon? That's way better. Don't you think? I'm just saying. And you have a King and Queen of Cups. So I think you probably just put that out there, like, I just don't have time for this. And there's this, like, you know, guidance to kind of just put it out there like that. Because you may have been in a cycle with this person where they kind of like cross your boundaries and then they wait for a minute and then they do it again with their same. It feels like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't necessarily feel bad. It feels like, let's hang out, let's whatever. And then see in a couple weeks or something like that, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. The devil. We're done with all that. You're done. The devil doesn't make two of cups. And so you might just put it out there like that, and, you know, probably that's all she wrote for the day. You might, I feel like I heard the word stun. You stun this person because they probably aren't prepared for you to tell them to fuck all the way off. You know what I mean? Okay, so at some point during the evening, there are two masculines. And they are like buddies or something like that. It feels like they were both running around, like the Chariot, but they were running around like pages. And this King of Swords has decided he's not doing that anymore. He's looking over here, and what is over there is this Empress. And it feels like somebody has like a whole new perspective on things. Like a whole new perspective. And they're not going to listen to this King of Rods anymore who says shit into a microphone loud. Right? They're not going to. They're looking at this Empress. The Raven. That they've been on a stalemate with. There's this whole like, dude, shut up. And then they run home. And I feel like this King of Rods is probably going to play some kind of role in the future for your relationship because it looks like they are always around this dude. But for whatever reason, they don't want to listen to them anymore. Because they want to go home. The Hermit wants to go home. All right. So this is going to be first thing in the morning. 10 of coins. The Seeker. Somebody could be walking around outside with no shoes on. Being a seeker. Learning. The Sun. Judgment, Ace of Pentacles. And there might be like round things. You know what I mean by that. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords. And somehow or other, this torch is passed. It is handed directly to you. Eight of Swords. 88 might be relevant. I don't know what that means. When I'm saying that the torch is passed to you, it feels important though. Like something lights up, something makes sense, because they're being the seeker. Charm, it's attraction. Clear vision. Eyes on the prize, realistic. The problem solver. And then the seeker again. It feels like whatever this is during this time frame, all of a sudden everything makes sense. About everything. It's the good stuff. Like you are inspired. There's that torch again. Fanning the flames. There's something about like real effort. And leader of the pack. Persistence and the will to win and all that. And somebody is really pleased with you. They just kind of are. Could be like an older person. All right. It's like tomorrow evening sometime. It's later on. Full moon. 5 of... Okay, if you were in a 5 of Rods place with somebody, if you don't know what the 5 of Rods place is, that is fussing, fighting, arguing, whatever. We've moved to the 6 of Rods, which is victory, but I like how you have a white ribbon. You probably have some kind of string of fate attached with this person in one way or other. But the fact that it's white is kind of like surrender, I guess. Somebody might come to your house with a dog or something like that. Something on a leash. Or this could be happening when you're walking your dog. I saw 5 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords, and I think that maybe you think that they might let you down. But they're coming out as a King of Rods. The Fool. 4 of Rods. Temperance. Judgment. 10 of Pentacles. And 3 of Cups. This single Empress is sitting there waiting on this King of Rods to come. And they are It feels like they are bringing things. The Lovers. They're bringing the love. But they're also coming forward as a King of Pentacles. It feels like they feel like they have a job to do, which is to be the King of Pentacles for this situation. You might see them, they might tinker and move shit around and just like... Okay, so the both of you have decided that you don't like want anybody else. I don't know how to explain that. You guys equally could have gone and dated other people, talked to other people. I mean, you didn't even have to go on a date. Like for me, I talked to someone for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God. I could be on the phone with my girlfriends right now instead of explaining my entire life story to someone who like does not give a fuck under any circumstances about my life story. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like there's two people here who have decided that you guys have already decided. And they're doing things on purpose. The Fool. They like, and Temperance. We have quite a few, there it is. The true north. You know what I mean? I'm his lady and he's my man. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves. Cut our noses right off of our faces. In spite of ourselves. Aw. It's the ones. I mean, there's like some burden stuff going on. Okay, when this person like leaves, it's like somebody's gonna immediately freak out. I feel like this is like a fixed sign. If they say they're gonna go home at a certain time, they're gonna go home at a certain time. And it feels like it fucking destroys this Empress. But don't let it do that because you are the Fool. You are... Don't worry. This is already well established. I think that's all I want to say about that is don't worry. I feel like you're going to fucking be really upset. But don't do that because there's this whole like vibe of all these cards I saw about people trying to like start shit overnight and there's no need to do any of that. Just, I want to be like, enjoy yourself with this person. Alright, and this is going to be right before the next tarot story. You might hear from your mom or an aunt or a sister friend. Who thinks you're like a total hermit. I think when you hear from them, you're like, oh my God, what? And then they say something sweet. There's like it's sweet. It feels like you can have him. And you're like, what? What? I think this blindsides you, and I don't think that you know what this person wants to fuck with your whole day. And I think you're like, what are you talking about? You don't know where any of this is coming from. So don't let it get twisted. Okay, so there is a situation that you might not be involved in. But there is musical instruments everywhere. And it feels like somebody is going to nurture a long-term situation. And they like pack up their stuff. Like they're like, I'm going to nurture this. I'm going to water this 10 of Pentacles. And so they write some kind of letter. Or they write some kind of text. Or they... Because it's like they're doing something and they're looking around and they're seeing these like... I don't know who they're seeing or what they're seeing. But it's like it's a heavy burden. And it's like they just decide to... I guess it's cut people off, but like by way of telling them that they've been cut off so that they, I mean, I guess that's the nicest thing to do, but they want to nurture this 10 of Pentacles. Justice. 10 of Pentacles. And that's all she wrote. It's official Ace of Cups. I love it. Okay, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leading the next 24-36? This was a quick one. The Star in Queen of Pentacles with a wedding dress on. Healed, feeling much better. You may have told someone, fucking hold me, and they're gonna. Love that. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for now. I love you so much, and I will be back on... maybe tomorrow afternoon for a moon. Okay, the moon has moved into Pisces. That's all right. You can rewind it. I love you guys. I'll catch you next time.